take great pride.
Okay.
Kind
It
of
was
student
not
athletes,
yesterday, but it is now.
coaches,
so.
officials, and spectators. We encourage the cheering of your team, but with the spirit of good sportsmanship kept in mind. Now let's introduce today's starting lineups. First, for the Crusaders, who come in 14-2 overall and 3-1 in the WAC. Leading off the center field number 7, Veronica Pizzoni. Batting second, the second base number 16, Shailise Cluck. Batting third, the left field number 11, Katie Popko. Batting fourth, the right field number 44, Alyssa Gathier. Batting fifth, the third base number 24, Sarah Holton. Batting sixth, the first base number 17, Kelsey Littleton. Batting seventh, the DP number 34, Tori Hintz. Batting eighth is the catcher number 14, Bailey Martin. And batting ninth, the shortstop number 10, Amy Clegg. In the flex position is the pitcher number 29, Mason Shalon. Head coach Madonna is Ron Pezzioni, assisted by Mike Baum, Sean Hopper, Scott Combs, and Steve Taw. Now you're starting lineup for your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, who enter today with an overall record of 4-20 and 1-3 in the WAC. Leading off, the second base number 11, Sarah Hyde. Batting second, the left field number 14, Lauren Fife. Batting third, the center field number 17, Haley Tatum. Batting fourth, the right field number 4, Lily Morissette. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 5, Lauren Lanfear. Number 9, Lauren Lanfear. Batting sixth, the DP number 55, Maisie Lawler. Batting seventh, your pitcher, number 7, Gloriana Sua. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 1, Morgan James. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 8, Larissa Mercado. In the flex position is the shortstop, number 10, Nicole Perozic. Head coach of Lawrence Tech is Karen Barron in her 5th season, assisted by Jim Ritz, Dan DePaulis, Dave Langlois, and Carrie Kausen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
This window.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Blue and Gold Club Stadium on the campus of Detroit Country Day for Game 1 of this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference softball doubleheader between your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and the Madonna Crusaders. I'm Alex Johnson, along with my partner here today, Brian Degree, giving you action of all today's games here on the LTU Sports Network. And the Blue Devils got some momentum yesterday, Brian, by splitting yesterday's games against Northwestern Ohio. But we got another strong matchup here today against a Madonna team that returns most of their players from their World Series run from last year.
LTU has their work cut out for them against a top 20 team. See if they can at least get one of these two out of this doubleheader today.
We're just underway here at Country Day. It's an 0-2 count on the leadoff hitter for the Madonna Crusaders, the center fielder Veronica Pozzoni. Gloriana Sua is in the circle for the Blue Devils in game one as that pitch is high. The count sits at 1-2. Pozzoni comes in, leading the team in the Crusaders with a .574 batting average on the season. 7 extra base hits and 9 runs driven in. She hits one on one hop to the third baseman Lauren Lanthier, trying to throw it over to Morgan James, but that ball went away. So Pozzoni will get on with a leadoff error to start this one.
Not the way you want to start this one off, Alex.
So not making a mistake right out of the gate is not something you want to see. Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup for the Crusaders. In the batter's box right now is the second baseman Shilese Cluck. Katie Popko is in left field batting third. And the cleanup spot is the right fielder Alyssa Gauthier batting fifth. And over at third base is Sarah Holton. Kelsey Littleton is in the sixth spot over at first base. Their designated player Tori Hintz bats seventh. Bailey Martin, their catcher, batting eighth. And Amy Clegg over at shortstop for the Crusaders, rounding out the lineup.
A lot of good hitters in that lineup.
A lot of experience from last year that made that deep run.
You can see the experience, the way she's taking those pitches so far, too.
The count sits at 2-0. Gloriana Sua on the circle, comes in with a 2-3 record. Came in to start game 2 of that series yesterday against Northwestern Ohio. She gets one right on the ground off of the bat of Cluck. Only has one play. She'll underhand toss it over to James for the first out of the inning. As Pozzoni advances to second.
Down with a runner in scoring position.
Going to bring up the very talented hitter for the Crusaders coming up. The senior left fielder, Katie Popko. At 5'7" out of Macomb, Michigan. Graduate of Dakota High School. Was the WAC Player of the Year last year, where she hit .465 with 8 home runs and 42 runs driven in. Average sits at .413 right now. Ahead in the count 1-0. Sua getting sets to throw. Also right down the middle for a strike.
That's a good lead. You can get better than that. Atta baby. That's a good take. Here we go now.
Popko has done a lot of work against the Blue Devils pitching over the years. 8 for 24 all time. It's just one over to the second base side. Hyde has to quickly throw over to James, sliding down. And they're going to say not in time. It's going to be an infield single as Pozzoni advances to third.
Got runners at the quarters, Alex.
Had to run that one out. Was a tough play as James had to stretch her legs out to get the ball into her glove, but Popko beat her by a hair. First pitch is a little high from Sua. Over to their cleanup hitter, Alyssa Gauthier.
LTU looking for a double play. Get out of this inning.
Out of Goodrich, Michigan. Popko on the run. They decided to go over to third instead. Lanthier couldn't get the tag on Pozzoni in time. Popko gets a stolen base.
Got runners to second and third.
Gauthier sits at a .350 average. Looking to get double-digit RBIs on the season with a base hit here. It's the inside corner for a strike. Make it 2-1. 1 out, runners on second and third here in the top of the first inning for Madonna.
Notice Madonna's batters are really patient at the plate.
Not biting on anything. Throw down back over to third as that's Mercado rather, as Pizzoni was able to get back there just in time to avoid the tag on Lanphier. Count reads 3-1. Infield's in for LTU. Trying to get out of this jam, but only have 1 out. 3-1 pitch. Missed upstairs. And Sua loads the bases.
Bases loaded, 1 out. They have a talk with the pitcher.
Force a circle visit here is Larissa Mercado, who's behind the plate, talking over with Sua. Take a look at the starting defense for the Blue Devils. On the outfield, Lauren Fife out on left, Callie Tatum in center, Lily Morissette out on right, and then the infield, Lauren Lanphier over at third, Nicole Perosic's at short, Sarah Hyges at second, Morgan James is at first, and behind the dish for Gloriana Sua, like I mentioned, Larissa Mercado. Mercado played a lot in the infield yesterday. This is the first time this weekend we've seen her behind the plate. She's had experience in that. And Sarah Holton gets one down for a base hit. Pozzoni scores. Everyone moves up a base. And the Crusaders strike first here in game 1. RBI single for the senior out of Dearborn, Sarah Holton. Holton's a little bit of struggling to start the season, but able to get some confidence back as this one goes to the backstop. Runners are not able to advance. Everyone has to stay in place.
Want a new ball, looks like.
So bases loaded. Still 1 out for the Crusaders. As it's the sophomore first baseman out of Allen Park, Kelsey Littleton, in the batter's box. Sua's been struggling a little bit with her command.
Yeah, that last pitch was pretty kind of high up there, and the other one hit the backstop.
Littleton coming in with a 278 average on the season. Swings and misses at the next pitch.
That was a good pitch right there, good placement.
200. He's driven in 6 on the season. 2-1 offering. Finds a hold on the left center field side. Popko scores. Everyone moves up 90 feet again. And it's 2-0 Madonna.
That was just the art of putting the ball where somebody wasn't, right in between third and short.
Yeah, there's that gap in between Lanphier and Perozek. And the Crusaders are taking advantage of it.
Starting to turn into a big inning for Madonna.
Still only 1 out. Here's Tori Hintz. Only her 4th at bat coming up on the season here. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of time. The sophomore out of Freeland at 5'11", right-handed batter. Looking to capitalize here. Opportunity to drive in more for Madonna, who came in yesterday. They split with U of M Dearborn out in Livonia. That one in the dirt from Sua.
So we're kind of struggling out there.
Yeah, Sua struggled a bit yesterday in the circle when you mentioned. She went 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout and 3 walks, and did allow a home run. As a check swing by Hintz goes back to the screen. Count sits at 2-2.
No, it's a glove. A catcher's glove. Sorry about that. No, thank you, Karen. Hey, here we go.
And a little bit of discrepancy with the count.
Sounds like it's 3-1 now.
What's the drive of 5? Come on, kiddo.
So it's 3-1, not 2-2 on Torrey Hintz. Sua trying to limit this damage as much as she can. And
That's a
she's
strike.
Yeah, right at the knees. That's a perfect pitch.
Froze her on that one.
Now it's a full count.
Look the hit, kiddo. Look the hit.
Need to get an out here if you're the Blue Devils. Sua getting herself focused with the payoff pitch.
Got her.
Right, yep, right down the middle. You called it, Brian.
Whoa.
And they're going to say he dropped the ball. They're going to say it was a drop third strike.
Come on, Bailey. You got to step
So
up.
Gauthier scores on the drop strike 3. So
Like she shouldn't have been on first base, sounds like.
runners move up.
Come on, Bills.
So that's going to be 2 outs, a run scores.
And it's still got 2 in scoring position for Madonna.
That one goes to the backstop again. Holton trying to score the tag, not in time from Sua. So another run scores on the wild pitch. And the Crusaders are keeping piling on.
That was a close play at the plate, but she did get her foot right in before that throw.
Now there's Littleton only at third base for Madonna. 2 outs. The Blue Devils down 4-0 in the top of the first.
Come on. Drive this.
They struggled in game 2 when the Racers
Come on, Bills.
built a lead early on in the part of the game that the Blue Devils couldn't get out of. Right down the middle to the catcher, Bailey Martin. Martin out of South Rockwood, Michigan, coming in with a 276 average on the season. Tapped foul right at home plate.
You try and get out this inning.
Trying to strand the runner at third.
They don't want to let that one cross the plate, too.
2-2 is the count.
Want to give themselves a fighting chance. Want to let them get too far ahead.
2-2 pitch coming from Sua. That one low. Runs the count full again. Up next is the number 9 hitter for the Crusaders. That would be Amy Clegg.
Ball 4. Here we go.
Sua looking to get out of this inning. Just needs one more strike. Here it comes. On the ground, on one hop to Lamphere. Throwing over to James, it bobbled it in her glove, but able to get her out just in time to retire the side.
Good play.
Yeah, but not before the Crusaders strike 4 runs on the board. And it's a 4-0 lead for Madonna over LTU as we head to the bottom of the first. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back right here on the LTU Sports Network.
Too sexy for this too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jack, yeah, too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that cap, too sexy for that jack, yeah, okay, alright, that's fine, okay, I'm feeling too sexy to
And I
accept
really didn't count
requests.
because she was
And
out
I'm
at
way too
first.
sexy
She would
to
have
go
been saved that run
unprotected.
before.
And she popped a Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, think we got too sexy for that metro housing. Diamond popped out, almost swallowed 60,000. Section need more things in here, I like it crowded. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I like it crowded. Oh, you like the boy, well, tell me what you like about him.
You gotta turn the camera.
Country Day getting ready to begin the bottom of the first inning. The Blue Devils looking to step up to the plate, down 4-0 to the Crusaders of Madonna today. Alex Johnson and Brian DeGree with you. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Leading off will be the senior second baseman Sarah Hyde. She'll be followed by the left fielder Lauren Fife. Then the center fielder Callie Tin, who had an excellent day yesterday. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. She's in the 3 spot. Over and right in the cleanup spot for Coach Bear today, Lily Morissette once again. Batting 5th and over at third base is Lauren Lanthier. The designated player Maisie Lawler bats 6th. The pitcher Gloriana Sua bats 7th. The first baseman Morgan James bats 8th. And rounding out the lineup is the catcher Larissa Mercado. They're going to be facing in the circle today for the Crusaders. It'll be the sophomore right-handed pitcher out of North Branch, Mason Schlad, coming in with a 7-0 record on the season. A swing and a miss by Hyde. Hyde coming in with a .292 average on the season. Had a great day yesterday, including a triple in game 1. 6 for 18 all time against Madonna. No balls and 2 strikes on Sarah Hyde. Schlad gets set, gets in her motion. That one was high, 1-2. Schlad comes in with a .65 ERA, making her 10th appearance on the season. 8 of them starts, 6 complete games, 85 strikeouts compared to only 2 walks. Very impressive for this sophomore pitcher for Madonna.
Sounds like she's their ace.
And at what she did last season, as it's now a 2-2 count. She was an NAIA All-Tournament first team last season. Had an ERA of under 1 last season as Hyde sends one over to the parking lot right behind us here.
Sounds like the truck took that one on the top.
And it can be dangerous for those people who
Yeah,
park out here.
Or just walking past.
Counts 2-2. That one inside. Hyde's moved away from it.
Good eye right there. Full count.
Payoff pitch coming from Schlad. Able to stay alive.
Hyde just totally fighting.
Hyde, the lone senior on this team. The nursing major out of Northville. Trying to win this battle. 3-2 pitch. She goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Now here comes Lauren Fife. Fife went 1 for 7 yesterday with an RBI. Reached on base a couple of times due to some racer errors. What I mentioned yesterday, Coach Karen Baird said she's done really well as a freshman, being in that number 2 spot in the lineup on a daily basis. Can do everything she can. Hit by contact, lay down a bunt, or do it like that there. Got one over the head of Amy Clegg for a 1-out base knock.
That's what LTU needs, base runners.
Now here comes Callie Tatum. And she had herself a day yesterday. Impressive. 7 of 8. 2 extra base hits, including a home run in game 2 to try to rally back, and 5 runs driven in. She hits this one in the air into right field. Calling for it is Gauthier, able to make the routine play for the second out of the inning. Take a look at the starting defense for the Crusaders. On the outfield, Katie Pop goes in left. Veronica Pizzoni's in center. Alyssa Gauthier, who just made that play, is out in right. And then the infield, Sarah Holton's over at third. Amy Clegg at short. Shilese Cluck over at second base. Kelsey Littleton at first. And then the behind the dish formation slot is Bailey Martin. Here comes the freshman out of Farmington, the right fielder, Lily Morissette.
In the cleanup spot.
Hey, it's the right time right now.
She did well yesterday.
Right now's the right time. Be ready. Head on a swivel.
5 for 7 performance in the Uno series yesterday. 3 doubles and 4 ribbies for the freshman. This one is going to go out of play. 1 and 2 count. The freshman out of Farmington, Michigan. Blue Devils need some base runners. Allowed 4 runs in the last half inning.
Right time. It's the right time.
Schlad looking to get her out here, and she does.
Let's go.
2 big strikeouts right there.
The Blue Devils get a 1-out single, but nothing else. We head to the top of the second. 4-0 Madonna over LTU. We'll step aside for a moment. Way back right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back to Blue and Gold Club Stadium. Getting ready to start the second inning of play. It's a 4-0 deficit for LTU over the Madonna Crusaders in game 1 of this WAC doubleheader here today. Glad to have you with us. It's a cloudy day here at Country Day. Temperature right now 41 degrees with the winds at the west-northwest just under 10 miles an hour. It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Crusaders here. It's going to be Amy Clegg to lead it off. Then back to the top of the order with Pizzoni and Cluck. Clegg, the junior out of South Rockwood, Michigan. She ties the count 1-1.
Just missed out on that one.
Sua looking to gain some more confidence and try to get herself a quick inning.
Yeah, they can't allow a lot more runs this inning.
Yeah, allowed 4 runs and sent 8 to the plate. Trying to find her command. Clegg hitting .205 on the season. Gets this one on the ground, pass Hyde for a base hit. Hyde's going to be able to get to that one, so a leadoff single.
You can't let Madonna have another big inning like they had first inning.
Leadoff runners aboard. Over to Veronica Pizzoni. Reached on an error.
Come on, V. You leader 7.
Her first time up. Right down the middle for a strike.
That's a good pitch. That's okay. That's her best pitch of the day right there. Come on. Be better than her, 7. Be better. That was a good pitch. Come on, 7. You're all right.
She reached on an error off of Lanphier, her first time up. Infield's in.
Madonna's base runner, Clegg, is playing with the Sewer. Keep teasing a run to steal the second.
You gotta be careful about that. They have been aggressive on the base paths this season.
There she goes, and she's going to make it.
In safely. Not even a throw from Mercado. And she's 11 for 12 now on the base paths.
Madonna plays an aggressive style of ball here.
Yeah, coming in to this game with 59 stolen bases, ranked 40th in the entire NAIA.
Well, they got another running scoring position with no outs.
2-1 pitch from Sua. This one hit fouled on the first base line. Count sits at 2-2.
Sua needs a good payoff pitch right here. Get Pizzoni out.
Infield in for LTU. In the dirt. Couldn't get a grip on it from Mercado.
Full count.
Somebody look to drive in another run for the Crusaders. 3-2 pitch on the way, and hits it foul.
Just missed the caravan out there.
Yeah, she drilled that one. Second baseman Cluck is on deck for the Crusaders. Sua needs to get this out, get her some confidence back. That one hit fair off the third base. Got a lucky bounce though. Clegg forced to stay at second, but it's going to be an infield single. It just hit off the bag and rolled towards Perozic.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Now here comes Cluck, the sophomore second baseman out of Wayne, Ohio. Transferred in this season from Adrian College. Lays it down a bunt. It's going to roll foul.
We're all right. Like it.
Trying to set up a suicide almost.
Coming in from Division III, Adrian College. She's been impressive to start. 4.09 average. She's trying to driven in 3. Lays down a perfect bunt this time. Lanther only has one play.
Sacrifice, put both runners in scoring position. That's just fundamental baseball right there.
Moves the runners to second and third. Hyde able to cover for James on that play.
Base hit, you're getting one in at least.
And here comes Katie Popko. Talented player in the lineup for Madonna. That one missed high. Infield single her last time up and able to score. Nine extra base hits, 3 of them out of the park.
They don't want any part of you. Nice play, catcher. That's a nice play. Save the run.
Was inside. 2-0 was the count.
Try not to give her anything good to hit, but you want to put yourselves in position to walk her either.
Still 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Madonna up 4-0 over LTU in the top half of the second. Missed away and off the glove of Mercado. But the runners will have to stay. 3 balls and no strikes. Sua looking to get in command to get back in this count.
Got her. Strike right there.
Need a few more of those. Need to get it out here. Sua looking for that. Instead, she loads the bases.
This is not what LTU wanted.
Yeah, the bags are full again for the blue and gold.
So a lot of stress on Sua. Get this ball over. Trying to get her to relax out there.
Looking for the double play ball. Trying to be the ideal play. Ground one over to short or second. Gauthier walked her last time up. Gets this one off the glove of Sua. Gets the out at home. Was a force out anyway. Didn't have to tag her. Clegg's out at the plate.
Big play right there. Good defensive play by Sua, too.
Base is still loaded, but it prevents a run from scoring. Here comes the senior leader, Sarah Holton. Has also had some good, excellent hitting against LTU. 11th or 30 now in her career. Playing in her 5th year. It was only her 3rd base hit on the season in her last at bat. Hits one in the air to right. Hyde calling for it. Calling off Morissette to make the catch.
That was a big inning for LTU. Bases loaded, not a run scored.
Well, the Crusaders get nothing on that one. They lead the bags full. But the Blue Devils are still down 4-0 to Madonna as we head to the bottom half of the second. We'll step aside for Sports Network. Bottom half of the second we go here at Blue and Gold Club Stadium at Detroit Country Day. Alex Johnson and Brian Degree with you, getting ready to begin the bottom half of the second. 5-6-7 for LTU and the lineup due up. Mason Schwad gets back to work.
That was a big last inning for LTU, not letting that run score after it, letting the bases get juiced.
Now they got to get capitalized with these opportunities here. Here comes Lanfear to start off. 1-1 is the count. Schwad gets into her motion. Bounce the outside part of the plate. The junior third baseman coming in at 5'4" out of Rockford. Was 1 for 5 yesterday. Hits this one in the air to left. Popko calling for it, makes the catch. Had to gain some ground to get that one. Holton and Clegg were also in the neighborhood. But good communication out there. As Popko called them off, said she got it and made the catch.
Stayed out of her way. Didn't have a big collision out there.
Here comes Maisie Lawler. Swings at the first pitch in the dirt. What she did yesterday, the junior out of Macomb.
Strike.
And they checked it down there for an appeal. 0-2. On the sophomore out of Utica Eisenhower.
Got her.
Outside corner for strike 3.
Schlott is dealing out there already.
That's the third strikeout for the sophomore righty. Here comes LTU's pitcher, Sua. Big miss on the first pitch. And they're trying to chase those pitches. Sua batting yesterday, 1 for 6. Average now at 231 on the season.
These quick innings aren't good for LTU. You have to start getting some base runners.
Schlott can hear herself back in the circle. Taking a moment to breathe for a second. 1-1 count. That one foul. Don't want to go down 1-2-3.
Definitely not.
Morgan James will be next if Sua can get on base. Down on the count 1-2. Schlott gets her set.
Dismissed.
It's a similar pitch she got Lawler out on. Madonna wanted that to be strike 3.
See the pitching strategy from Schlott, though.
It's just one on the ground. Pass a diving Sarah Holton for a base hit.
That could be a double.
It's going to be all the way to the wall. Sua stops at second base. It's going to be a 2-out double. Good piece of hitting. Ripped it down the line.
Put it where the infielders and outfielders weren't. Now they got to bring her home.
Here comes Morgan James. Playing at first base today. Another freshman for Coach Karen Barrett's squad out of Port Huron. Hits one right to the screen. 0 for 2 yesterday. Hasn't driven in a run yet this season. A prime opportunity to do so.
It was a great fail to you if she did. Strike.
Right down the middle. Perfect pitch. Able to get in command.
She's definitely placing her pitches where she wants them.
Well, she's one of the best pitchers in the WAC. Able to gain her control. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one on the ground off the glove of Holton. Clegg recovers it. The throw goes past Littleton. Sua will score easily. James will stay at first, but the Blue Devils are on the board.
It's a big run right there for the Blue Devils.
It was off the glove, off the tip of Holton. Clegg recovered it. Thought she had a little bit more time trying to get over to Littleton at first. Now here comes Larissa Mercado.
It'd be really great for LTU if they could turn this into a big inning.
Time called by Mercado. Had a solid day yesterday, proving her average up to 254. Trying to lay down a bunt, went around, couldn't hold back up. To see how they call that last play. They're going to go take that down as an error. As this one's lined foul.
Just pulled it foul. Got good wood on it. Or aluminum, I should say.
They're going to call it a hit, an RBI single, and an error. Pursue the score. Count sits at 0-2. Missed high and a little bit away from the zone. Mercado, the freshman out of Wilmington, California. Looking to keep this inning going for the Blue Devils. Tipped into the glove for strike 3.
Another strikeout for Schlott.
She strikes out 2 once again to retire the side. But the Blue Devils get on the board to cut the deficit to 3 as we head to the third. We'll step aside and we'll be back here on the LTU Sports Network. Top of the third we go here to Troy Country Day. Blue Devils got a run, still down 4-1 to the Crusaders of Madonna, coming in ranked 20 in the NAIA. Alex Johnson, Brian DeGree with you for the call. Gloriana Sua gets back to work in the circle. Has gone through a little bit of jams in the first and second inning, looking for a cleaner inning here. Try to go 1, 2, 3 if she can.
That would be big for LTU if she could pull that off.
Sua has gone through a lot here so far.
She's had a kind of 2 stressful innings. She got away unscathed second inning.
5 hits, 4 runs. Only one of them was earned so far. 2 walks and 1 strikeout for the freshman out of Hawaii. Down 2-0. To Kelsey Littleton, who will lead it off for the Crusaders. Sophomore at 5'8". Hitter-friendly count here. You know Littleton wasn't going to swing at that one.
This got a piece of that corner.
3-1 on Littleton. Sua getting herself set. Too low. Leadoff runners on once again for Madonna. LTU in their gray uniforms today. The white lettering, the number with the blue. Ordering the lettering, the numbering. Also with the blue pants. As Tori Hinn steps up to the plate. Madonna in all blue. The jersey, the uniform pants, and the gold on the sides and up top on the sleeve.
Littleton once again teasing like she's going to steal. Mercado's got her eye on her, though.
2-0 count. This one hit on the ground.
May have a chance for two.
Brozic steps on the bag for one. Relay over to James, not in time. They do get the force out at second. One out brings up Bailey Martin to the plate. Martin grounded out to third. That ended the first.
To you, looking for a DP here to get him out the inning.
267 average for the sophomore catcher. That one nearly hit her.
And tight right there.
Yeah, got to be careful. Don't want to give her a free trip to first base. 2-0 pitch. Down again. Went back to first. The tag not in time. Hintz got there barely in there.
That was a good throw, but kind of almost got her.
Down in the count again. Needs a strike. Instead, second time in the last three batters. Base on balls.
Gonna go around and talk to Sua. Make sure everything's okay with her out there.
Martin will stay at first. Hintz will get pitch run. Riley Ozentowski will pitch run for Torrey Hintz for the moment. The freshman at 5'7" out of Flat Rock. Here comes Clegg. Started off last inning with a leadoff single. First and second. One out.
He's having trouble getting that ball over the plate right now.
The last few batters, she's gone down 3-0. Got to be ahead in the count. It's always difficult coming from behind. And once again,
when you walk too many people, it'll put you in bad shape. Bases loaded if this one gets on with a walk.
Get a force out at third if you can.
Right there's a strike there.
Yeah, coming
she needed
in.
that pitch.
Yeah, she needed that desperately. .22 walks coming into today. Only 11 strikeouts. And it's gone through a lot of lengthy at-bats.
Yeah, every end has been stressful so far, Alex. Excuse me.
A few full counts. That one missed low. And once again, Madonna has found a way to load the bases.
This is 3 straight innings that they've had the bases loaded at one time or another. LTU escaped last inning.
Here comes Veronica Pizzoni. An experienced player from Howe. And transferred in a few years ago to the Crusaders. That one goes to the backstop.
Come on, we gotta look to score. Come on. Come on.
just needs to take a moment to calm down, take a breath, and play her style. Don't try to do too much. Just try to stay focused. One pitch at a time.
Yeah, so you just concentrate on that one batter and get them out, and then move on to the next one. I mean, the bases are loaded now. There's nothing you can do about it, so just concentrate on that batter that you got at the plate right now.
Score still reads 4-1. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the top half of the third. Good save by Mercado.
This is really having trouble out there.
Come on, VP.
5 walks so far for Sua. 3-0 pitch. And a strike inside.
That's a big, nice pitch in the inside corner. That she needs to do it 2 more times.
Get one on the ground, either a double play or an out at home. It's an ideal. Three-one pitch.
Strike 2.
Right down the heart of the plate.
Full count. That's a big pitch right here for Sua.
Very important here. As LTU's down 3. Can't bring in a run. 3-2 pitch on the way. Hit foul.
Just got a piece of that, and that one's I think that would have been a strike if she didn't get it. She placed it in the right, a good location.
Come on, 7. Nobody better.
Count still full. Sua looking to get out of this jam. 3-2 pitch on the way, and a bases loaded walk.
That was really tough for her because she worked her way back into the count. She worked her way back in the count with 2 good pitches, and that'd be tough to lose her like that.
Find a way anyway.
So Zentowski scores.
Oh, look, I got a pitching change up there.
And it looks like Sua's day is over. She heads to the dugout. Got a pitching change. Blue Devils now down 5-1. Bases loaded still with 1 out in the top half of the third. We'll step aside for a moment, and we'll be back right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. We got a pitching change for the Blue Devils. It's going to be Grace Schreiber coming in relief to get out of this jam. Facing Shilese Cluck. Got a sacrifice bunt in her last attempt. Got some other changes here for you. Goyana Suwa will stay in the game. She goes over to first. Morgan James goes from first behind the plate, as that was high and in to make the count 2-0. Then Larissa Mercado goes from behind the dish to short, taking Nicole Perosic out of the game. Those are the changes for you.
Strike.
Schreiber coming in, making her 9th appearance on the season. Did well yesterday against Northwestern Ohio. That one's in the dirt, 3-1. Schreiber went 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, and a strikeout in a doubleheader against Northwestern Ohio. And she brings in another run.
Back-to-back walks.
Martin scores. Clegg moves to third. And Pizzoni moves to second. Now here comes Katie Popko. Scores now 6-1 Madonna. This one in the air to right. On a line, Morissette Kalsor makes the catch. Runners will hold. For the second out of the inning, that's a huge out against a very powerful hitter.
LTU needed that in the worst way. Now they need to get out of this inning.
Comes Alyssa Gauthier. Schreiber looking to get out of the inning. Sua still responsible for the runners on second and third. 1-0 pitch. One high.
Very long inning for LTU. Defensively.
2-0 pitch. That one goes out of play. This is the 8th player to bat in this inning for Madonna. They had 8 in the first. 2-1 offering. Whoa. 3-1. Madonna looking to keep this inning going. Schreiber looking to get out of this. Swing and a miss. Gauthier couldn't get to that one. She was a little late on that.
Good pitch.
Another payoff pitch coming. 3-2 on the way from Schreiber.
Just missed. That scores another one.
Clegg scores. Sarah Holton. 1 for 2 in this game. One hit for a strike. Holton 3 for 28 on the season. Looking to drive in some more. This one on a hop. Hyde gets a step on the bag at second. She does.
To get the force.
Gets the Blue Devils out of the inning, but not before 3 more runs come in for the Crusaders, and they lead 7-1 over LTU as we head to the bottom half of the third. We're back right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back to Detroit Country Day, folks. Bottom half of the third. LTU comes back to the plate. Got some work to do, trailing 7-1 to the Crusaders of Madonna University here in game 1 of this double dip with them here today. Top of the order to lead it off for LTU. Sarah Hyde at the plate. Struck out swinging her first time up. Mason Slaughter is back on the bump for the Crusaders.
She's been very impressive so far today.
4 strikeouts so far for the sophomore. Is this one hit in the air into left center field? Pozzoni chasing that one down to make the catch.
She gave it a good ride.
That's a big out. That's a huge out.
Brings up Lauren Fife. Fife got a single in her first time up. Slapped foul down the hot corner.
Come on, Billy.
0-1 count. Slaughter gets set. This one skied in the air. Can of corn for Amy Clegg.
These quick innings aren't good for LTU. They need to get base runners, and they need them like now.
Being down 6. Callie Tatum. This one grounded to short. Clegg throws it over to Littleton.
1, 2, 3. LTU goes down quietly.
Quick inning of work for Mason Slaughter as LTU goes down in order, heading to the 4th. Still down 6 here on the LTU Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning we go here at Blue and Gold Club Stadium here at Detroit Country Day. 7-1 lead for Madonna over your Blue Devils. And so far, the Crusaders have capitalized on most of their opportunities. Blue Devils haven't had an answer, Brian.
No, and it's been pitching for both sides. LTU has not had the good pitching where Madonna has.
Schreiber gets back to work. Facing the player that started the last inning, Kelsey Littleton. 1-for-1 with a single in the walk today so far for the sophomore out of Allen Park.
Right.
That's a good pitch by Schreiber.
That's all right. Take it the other way. We're fine. You're fine. Think fastball, adjusting the change. You're fine.
Coach Karen Baird told me the other day that she does move the ball well, which gives her an asset to use. As Littleton just gets a piece of it, but drives it down the right field line. Foul.
Come on, kiddo. Keep working.
0-2 count on Littleton. Schreiber gets set in her motion.
Good.
Missed it high. Schreiber getting herself again. Missed it away. You just got to focus here. Just got to focus on the present here if you're the Blue Devils. This one's hit down the right field line. Making the catch, Lily
What a
Morissette.
Wow. That's ESPN worthy right there.
Diving down to make the play.
Good ball. Nice work. Good hustle, Blue. Good
Was
hustle,
it 50-50 if it was going to go fair or foul. But stretching out her body to make the play. What a play by the freshman right fielder. Here comes Tori Hintz. Hit out of play. So far 0 for 2. This one hit out of the
Base
reach
hit.
of Mercado. And this one's going all the way to the wall. Hintz rounding second base for a stand-up double. And that's her first hit on the season. Went just over the head of Larissa Mercado. Hintz is now 1 for 6 on the season.
So RBI opportunity for Martin.
Martin 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
That's right.
Good movement by Schreiber. Got to get in command. 1 out, 1 run on second, 7-1 Madonna over LTU in game 1. Miss low, 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. This one hit, caught on a line by Sua.
Great play. LTU flashing a lever this half inning.
With a few feet in, and stretched her glove out to make the play. Here comes Amy Clegg. Also got a base on balls and scored. Hit down the right field line. That one
Wow.
just foul. We got an opportunity to get out of this inning with no damage for LTU. 0-1 count on Clegg. Schreiber gets set. Check swing, called strike. Clegg calling time. And now Schreiber's just one strike away from getting out of the inning. They let up a base hit, but looking to get out of it. No damage. Ooh. Hit her in the helmet. Near the helmet. Out of the way with that one. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like she's fine.
It looked like she just lost that one.
Glad she's okay on that. It's always tough, especially in the helmet area. Time called here. Head coach Ron Pizzoni in his first season with the Crusaders. And looking to build on the success. Looking to build on the success. They had a season ago. Going to be Jenna Gold running for Torrey Hintz. Gold, the sophomore out of Belleville. At second base. Clegg stays in the game. But it's back to the top of the order for the Crusaders. Another opportunity to get more runs. What the heart of the order coming up.
Come on, 7. Look to drive it.
Pizzoni 1 for 2 today. It's the outside part of the plate for a strike. Schreiber just needs one more. Got to be focused. And on the heart of the plate. Missed it high, though.
LTU would love to get out of this inning without giving up a run.
Pizzoni came in with the highest average on the team. Hits one right over to third. Lanphier, but they're going to call it foul. It was in the glove, but they say it went foul first. So she's still alive.
Come on, BP.
First and second, 2 outs. Counts 1 and 2. Blue Devils down 7-1. Ripped foul.
Yeah, went out like a shot.
Doing everything she can to stay alive. Schreiber looking to get out of this jam. 1-2 pitch. This one on one hop to Mercado. Throw over to Sua. Not in time.
Bases loaded.
Couldn't get it out her glove in time. And that's another infield single. Another bases loaded situation for the Crusaders. One missed out of the zone. Shilese Cluck. Looking to get her first hit of the day. One 0 pitch. Good stop by James. Hitter friendly count 2-0. Something L2 has struggled with a lot today.
She gets that one over. Yeah, the pitchers have pitched a lot of stressful innings. I think the base has been loaded every inning so far this game, at least once.
Another chance for Madonna to really open this up. Got a piece of it, but it was in.
And that was ball 3, I think.
Again, one more strike is needed. You throw a good pitch. Or make something, whoever chase.
Got her.
Checks wait. Yep, called strike 3. The Blue Devils get out of the jam unscathed. And the second time the Crusaders have left the bases loaded. Still a 6-run deficit for LTU heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back. Bottom half of the 4th we go here at Country Day. LTU down 7-1 to the number 20 ranked team in the nation, the Madonna Crusaders. Could be Lily Morris set to lead it off, who made that nice grab out in right field in the last half inning.
Yes, that was a very impressive catch she made.
Looking to spark some offense for the Blue Devils. Been kept quiet for the most part by Schlad. Just been a dominant pitcher. Had an ERA of under 1 last year. Looking to continue that this year. Only a sophomore. So a lot of young talented pitchers in this conference. And it was a check swing. Down in the count 0-2. To the freshman right fielder. Psychology major here at Lawrence Tech. And goes down swinging for the second time today.
It's like how that catcher set up outside.
Yeah,
That's where they wanted that ball.
they have good chemistry between Schlad and Martin. Have worked together over the course of time this season and last season. First pitch swinging for Lanphier. Throw to Amy Clegg. Nice grab by Littleton to keep it in her glove for the 1 pitch out.
That's one thing about Schlad. She has not had a stressful inning, really. She's been able just to go out and pitch.
Besides that 1 run she allowed. That wasn't earned.
It's been very, very impressive.
1 out count on the DP Lawler. Back to the screen. 5 punch outs today for Schlad. Able to come into a very talented program at Madonna. Has some very talented pitchers over the years. And been making deep runs in the conference and national tournaments year in and year out. 1-2 count. Lawler sends that one away foul.
Really shown you why they're such a good team.
I'll work her, beat her down to first. Let's go.
Very sound fundamentally.
A solid foundation on the pitching, to the leadership, the seniors, and everyone around them.
Got her.
Recipe for success.
Caught her looking.
6 Ks for Mason Schlad, having herself a day here at Country Day. Another 1-2-3 inning for her. Blue Devils still down 6, heading to the 5th here on Country Day. We'll be back here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back, folks. 7-1 deficit for LTU over Madonna today in game 1 of this double dip. Going to be the heart of the order for the Crusaders here. Katie Popko to lead it off. Hasn't really done a whole lot today. Got that infield single in the first inning. Going to capitalize on the success she's had over the years in the blue and gold. Has done well. Nine for 26 all time against LTU. Had a breakout season last season. 8 home runs. Average over 460. And played in every single game like she's done. Right at the knees by Schreiber. I'm going to try to keep her in check. 3-1 count.
Strike.
Good movement. Looked like it was going to be a ball.
Kind of came back over at the last second, didn't it?
Schreiber's been doing well coming out of the bullpen after Sua started this game. Payoff pitch on the way and missed downstairs.
She fought back. Fought back. Just lost her on that last pitch.
For the 4th time today, the leadoff runner's aboard. For the Crusaders, going to bring up Gauthier. Swings at the first pitch. Into center field. Tatum stepping back at the warning track. Lost it. Went out of her glove. Popko rounding third. It's going to stop there. Looked like it was going to be a routine out at the warning track. Tatum dropped it.
Yeah, that was a tough break right there for Tatum. I thought she had that one.
We'll see how they mark that one down.
Unfortunately for LTU, now they have 2 runners in scoring position.
Still waiting on the official ruling. But in the meantime, Sarah Holton's at the plate. That one goes foul again. Sarah Holton's another leader for the Crusaders, also playing in her 5th year. Was going to lay down a bunt. Infield was in. They were ready for that. You saw Lanphier and Sua.
Lanphier was right there. I don't think that would have worked out well for Madonna on that one.
That one's a ball. That's going to go down as an E8 on the last play. Two 1 count. One
and
in.
Tight.
Seven runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Crusaders. 1-1, 3 hits, and 3 miscues for the Blue Devils so far in this game. 3-1 pitch on the way. At the knees to make the count full. See Lanfear and Sua in. Mercado and Hyde in their normal spots. This one in the air to right. Shallow. Hyde calls for it, makes the catch. Popko has to hold. Not deep enough for her to score. But you'll take that.
It's a big out.
One out in the inning.
To 1 or 2.
It's one out. Infield still in. On the corners, rather. Littleton has swings at the first pitch. Only has one play. Mercado throws it over to Sua for the out. Popko scores to make it 8-1.
Now it's 2 outs.
Got a pitch hitter for the Crusaders. It's going to be the freshman out of Fenton, Emma Mossing.
Whoa.
Rip that
was
one.
A shot.
Mossing just 1 for 4 on the season. Runner on third, 2 outs. A 1 pitch.
Whoa. That's
One
way
goes
high.
to the backstop. Gauthier is sliding in. But she'll get there safely. Wild pitch. Scores in a run to make it 9-1.
That one got away from Schreiber, looks like.
Now the Blue Devils will need a run in the next inning to keep this game going. At the knees for a strike 1 and 2. Schreiber getting set. The 1-2 pitch. 2 and 2 now. Schreiber looking to get out of this inning. Staying alive.
That house is getting a lot of souvenirs over there.
Two more runs on the board for the Crusaders in this 5th inning. Now up 8 over your Blue Devils. 2-2 pitch on the way.
Got a full count.
Some of the Blue Devils pitching will need to work on.
Yeah.
Lost her.
A lot of walks for the Blue Devils pitchers.
We'll take a look at it here. It's going to be 11 walks given up by LTU today.
Yeah, it's not a good way to win a game.
Here comes Bailey Martin. 2 outs. Runner on first for Madonna. 9-1. The Crusaders lead. One out count. At the top part of the zone to make it 1-1. Martin 0 for 2 today, lined out to Sua in her last at bat. Off the netting to make it 1 and 2.
Schreiber wants to get out of this inning. Please give her a good pitch.
Schreiber getting set again. Just got a piece.
Keep battling. Take it out of her hands. You make the decisions. Let's go. Come on.
Just a 1 on and 2 outs for Madonna.
Good take.
Missed upstairs. 2 and 2. Schreiber getting herself set. Missed again.
Having trouble getting the ball over the plate.
Amy Clegg would be next.
Battle. Good battle.
Makes it 3 and 2.
Win it. Come on. Come on, 1-4.
Schreiber needs one more strike to get out of this inning. Line drive, drop it in for a base hit. Boston goes first to third. And a good battle by Bailey Martin.
That was a good at bat. She fought Schreiber on all those pitches. Managed to get one over the first baseman's head. Dropped it in.
Making another substitution for Coach Pizzoni's team. Jamie Giedel will run for Martin. Giedel, the senior out of Plymouth, transferred in from Schoolcraft. Was used as a pitcher last season for Madonna. Comes the number 9 here, Amy Clegg. Got hit by a pitcher last at bat.
Going up to talk to Schreiber. She hasn't been getting her pitches over after starting out pretty well.
Runners on the corners. The inning started with a walk by Katie Popko. Then Gauthier reached on an error by Tatum in center. Holton popped out to Hyde. Then Littleton got an RBI ground out to score Popko in. And then they got another run on a wild pitch. While Mossing was at the plate, Gauthier scored on that play. And then Martin got a single to move Mossing to third. Swung on a miss. One and one is the count. Another 1-1. This one hit
Nice hit.
out of the glove
All the way to the wall.
of Hyde. All the way to the wall. Guido will score from first base. 2 runs come aboard. That's a 2-run double for Clegg, and the Crusaders are up 10. Hyde was right there, but
Out of her reach.
now back to the top of the order. So 2 runs come aboard. Now the Blue Devils need 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th to keep this game alive. Pizzoni with 2 infield hits today. 1-1 is the count. Right to the pitcher. Underhand throw over to Sua to retire the side.
Another big inning for Madonna, 11-1.
Yeah, not before 8 batters come across again and 4 runs come through. The Crusaders up 11-1 over the Blue Devils. Blue Devils need to get 3 more runs to keep this game alive. We'll see what happens after this break here on the LTU Sports Network. Seven, 8, 9, 2 up for LTU in the bottom of the 5th. Down 11-1 to Madonna in game 1 of this doubleheader today. Sua swings at the first pitch. In the air to right. Gauthier had to chase some ground on it to make the catch.
Impressive clutch right there.
1 pitch, 1 out. Comes the catcher, Morgan James. Responsible for the only RBI for LTU today. This one popped up. Right field. Gauthier calling off Cluck. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Looks like we're going to have a pitch hitter here. It's going to be Chloe Carpenter to pitch hit in place of Mercado.
LTU down to the last at bat.
Chloe Carpenter. 1 for 11 on the season to start. Hasn't got a whole lot of opportunities. But getting one here. This one on the line, foul. Freshman out of White House, Ohio. Biomedical engineering major. They get an opportunity here to keep this game going for LTU down to their final out. Unless they could pull a rally and get 3 more runs to keep this game going. One pitch. Inside for strike 2.
LTU down to the last strike.
Schlad looking to get the complete game. 1-2 pitch on the way, getting it set up. In the air, should do it. Pizzoni makes the catch. And the Crusaders will take game 1 by a final score of 11-1. A dominating performance by Mason Schlad, who gets another complete game. Kept the Blue Devils in check in game 1.
Your final score,
Tough way to start the day
11, LTU 1.
for the
Game
Blue
2
Devils.
here, set to get underway in 30 minutes.
But now they got to just focus on game 2, Brian.
Yeah, and game 1's in the books. You know, time to turn the page and just get ready for that second game.
So we'll take a 30-minute break, and then we'll be back here for Game 2. All the action will be right here on the LTU Sports Network. That's going to do it for us here for Game 1 coverage here at Country Day. The Crusaders win 11-1 over your Blue Devils. On behalf of everyone here at the LTU Sports Network, on behalf of my partner Brian Degree, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for tuning into Game 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 will start in 30 minutes right here on the LTU Sports Network.